It's a problem plaguing most of Metro Atlanta, the use of electric scooters. How do local jurisdictions regulate them and enforce those regulations?
Well, leaders in Decatur are launching efforts that will allow them to dictate how those devices can be used. And Fox 5's Carrie Charles is live in Decatur now to explain. Carrie?
Yeah, well, Russ, you know, a lot of people use those scooters to get home from places like this MARTA station behind me. In many communities, like here in Decatur, they aren't supposed to be operated on the sidewalk. We know that's not always the case. That's a big problem for drivers. There's also an issue. A woman who uses a walker stopped me on the street about an hour ago and told me she is sick and tired of dealing with those devices being dumped in the street. She says it makes it hard for her to get around, dumped on the sidewalk. Well, she wants the city to do something about it. They are quick, convenient, and it seems they are here to stay.
The biggest challenge was just, perhaps just not being prepared for these devices in the community.
And so the city of Decatur is now getting ideas to include in a new ordinance regarding electric scooters.
I think finding the fine line between safety and convenience will help everyone get on board with them.
There's no place to ride them safely. I worry about it as a pedestrian being hit by one. I worry about it as a driver hitting one.
On Wednesday, the city kicked off a feedback session. Find out how the public thinks the city should enforce use of the devices.
It's a new thing for both the riders and the pedestrians, and even though they're not supposed to be on sidewalks, it's hard to avoid them on the sidewalk.
Questions asked include, should hours of operation and safety be regulated?
We also find the issue of helmets very important as well, because we all grew up wearing helmets.
We didn't quite see these scooters coming. They arrived in late fall of 2018, and so it wasn't something that we were prepared to address at the time. And so, that was the purpose of putting in place the interim operating agreement, just to give us a little bit of time, to do the research.